giving to fund our movement, the School of the Americas Watch, to close down this SOA. Yes, we can. Sí se puede. Occupy the SOA. Can you help us right now by giving to stop the bloodshed in Colombia, to close down the SOA? Yes, we can. Sí se puede.
Do you want to pay for the SOA violence continuing in Honduras? Where
Thank you.
SOA graduates overthrew the democratically elected.
What's y'all's problem with law enforcement, by the way? I'm just curious.
I mean, there's no problem. Just the problem is when you're in plain clothes.
This is my uniform I wear every day to work.
We've seen, we just seen provocations happen in the past. Provocations, like. So the only reason we have a legal observer and a camera on you at all times when you're wearing plain clothes is we don't know what you're gonna do. So
this is the uniform I wear every single day to work. I'm not dressed any different than I do like every single day to work.
Y'all already got my picture.
How many SOAs y'all been to?
I've been to 6.
6? I've been to them since 1990. We are not trying to be undercover.
That's fine.
We don't know we're undercovers.
That's fine. I've seen a couple.
You think you have?
We're pretty pro about it.
Really? You weren't last year. You're really getting better because we taught y'all lessons.
Huh?
Y'all got infiltrated last year. Now y'all beat up for it now.
I mean, I just, no matter what, if we see something that could potentially, be some sort of provocation, we're going to document and be on it, There's no other way for us to make sure that everything remains peaceful. And I've been in demonstrations in four different countries. I didn't lead anybody into the street. I think the only people that victimized anybody were the police that arrested innocent people, like the barber that came out to see what was going on. Remember him? But remember the barber that came out? No, but you remember the barber that came out?
I wasn't near the barber.
Oh, but you do remember the barber that was arrested.
I agree with you there. 1 out of 26.
And then a Salvadorian woman that had nothing to do with it.
The bad thing about it is y'all organized it.
Yeah, but
all your little orange people, all your little green hats, you organized it.
One by one. Because
proven true.
Yeah. Still, the only innocent people that got hurt and arrested were hurt and arrested by y'all.
I guess I'm trying to figure out how is us walking the crowd provoking anybody?
Oh no, there's no provocation right now. But the whole purpose of us documenting and staying on you is to make sure that there is none.
You say, okay, we're gonna stop.
What I do know, there's another one. What I do know is this. Is that a barber that came out to see what was going on, he got arrested. A young El Salvadorian woman who was just trying to cross the street got arrested and hurt. I'm speaking for those two people because you were telling me innocent people were led onto the street and got hurt. What I'm telling you is the only innocent people that got hurt was hurt by y'all, like the barber and the El Salvadorian woman. They got hurt. The Salvadorian woman had an asthma attack. They wouldn't give her respirator, right?
Who wouldn't give her that?
The police on the bus. Whatever police was on the bus.
Like I said, we were there by the flag.
Right. Well, look, I'm not trying to harass y'all. I'm not trying to like make things more difficult, but it's our job to make sure that there's no sort of provocation.
Y'all can follow us around, but if we follow you around, we're harassing you. What's the difference? What's the difference?
Well, you are here following people around.
I mean, we're just walking the grounds.
I'm just walking too. All I'm doing, look, in this country, we have a legal right to observe the police.
Anyway, the problem is, I mean, y'all can follow us all day, that's great. But as soon as we try to follow somebody, then we're harassing them. I don't understand the difference.
I mean, you're a public servant. We're in a public space, and we have a legal right to observe, and that's what we're doing. You have a legal right to observe and follow.
We're just saying.
I mean, it's just tit for tat,
Let me tell you this. If we weren't here, you'd have a bunch of problems.
You think so?
I know so.
Like what?
I know so.
Like what kind of problems?
You have all kinds of problems.
For example, y'all's public place up there at 14th and 23rd is in the middle of one of the biggest crack-dealing neighborhoods in this city.
I don't think anybody here has any problems with that reality.
So what
I know, but
I don't think anybody here has any problems with that reality.
There'll be hundreds of y'all that'll be victims.
Yeah. It wasn't for
robberies, rapes.
Your stuff would be there tomorrow. It would be on the
The thing I'm talking about up in 14th and 23rd, the police are always circling there. All of you in that probably is harassing. They're keeping those criminals out here away from you. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, from my perspective, a lot of those criminals are victims of circumstance.
Drug dealers are victims.
A lot of them are. A lot of them are. You know, like, okay, let me ask you this. This is a really good question. Are these guys, like the big money dealers, do these guys have planes and boats that get this stuff in the country? The guys on the corner. The guys on the corner. The guys on the, come on. The guys on the corner got planes and boats and tractors.
The guys with the planes,
all right.
the ones bringing the dope in, it all trickles down.
As law enforcement, let me ask you, and this is a really good question. I think you will have to be very honest. As law enforcement, is there any way to keep drug money out of U.S. banks?
Out of U.S. banks? There's ways to destroy drugs at its source if they wanted to go.
Is there any way to keep the billions of dollars that are going into U.S. banks out of those banks?
Probably not.
There's not.
But there is a way.
But those bankers aren't considered criminals. The politicians that allow the banking industry to fund all that money. I mean, I'd be pissed off if I was you. I'd be pissed off if I was you. Like
a court system, right?
We're making a difference.
No, I mean, I'd be pissed off if I was. I'm sorry, I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. Okay. If I was working my whole life to stop crime, but yet there were men in business suits with bank accounts and connections to politicians and planes and boats. They're the biggest drug dealers are never getting busted, man. Only these little dudes are getting busted.
Lawyers in jail, I put doctors in jail, I put bankers in jail for money laundering.
How many bankers have you put in jail? Name one. Banker that you put in jail.
What do we have to do names for?
I don't believe you, man.
You got a court system, right?
I don't believe that you put a banker in jail.
You're kind of irritating now, so.
Well, I was just observing, and y'all came up to me. I'll keep observing. Y'all go ahead. That's fine. I'm gonna keep on doing what I'm doing. Y'all keep on doing what you're doing.
Remember, you know, you got your rights. Don't
I do. Oh hell no, I'm not. I won't. That's fine. I didn't even touch y'all. I didn't even touch y'all. All right. I'm not trying to harass y'all. I was just walking, and y'all came up and talked to me, so I'm engaging. But otherwise, I'm just gonna stay behind.
Like I said, we're here for your safety. If we weren't here, you would be in trouble.
I'm here for their safety too.
So they'll sign it for me.
Just so you know, you have a law enforcement officer listening to your conversation.
I don't mind if y'all folks want to follow around and take pictures. That's great. I have no problem. But they have problems if we.
We just walk up and just stand up.
Well, the difference is that we're not.
I just walked up and stand up.
We're not dressed up as police officers.
I'm not either.
We're not dressed up as police officers.
I'm not either.
Right, I know. That's my point.
I'm not either.
That's my point.
So, I mean, I can dress the way I want.
You haven't identified yourself as what you're doing, and which is why it's important for us to.
I walked up and I stood up.
We don't follow the other police officers around. We just because nobody knows that you're a police officer.
What? You doing something wrong?
This is my uniform every day.
Do you work for?
You know, the situation in Honduras.
We're drug units. This is our uniform every day.
Do you have a business card that we can have?
No, I don't have one.
It's legal. It's legally you're supposed to identify yourself when we ask you to identify yourself.
That's not true.
No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. I just walked up here and stood up.
That's
I'm looking to see what was going on. Okay, you said it's a legal meeting, so now I'm about to go, but don't put your hands on.
What's your badge number?
So what now?
Come on.
Históricamente tenemos un recorrido largo de violación de los derechos humanos.
Yeah, I'm on them, but we need more green hats.
y sobre todo desde el golpe de Estado del 28 de junio del 2009.
Especially since the coup of
We've been since the beginning.
June 28th, 2009.
Este golpe de Estado,
Thanks.
como la mayoría sabemos, fue realizado por dos graduados de la Escuela de las Américas.
As many of you know, this coup was carried out by 2 graduates of the SOAW.
El jefe de la Fuerza Aérea, Suazo, el general Prince
You could. That would make it easier.
I walked up to your meeting and you told me to move, right?
I didn't say anything.
And now you're walking up with a sign.
I'll tell you what.
And Ramiro Vázquez Velázquez, who was attached
You too, man. You too, man.
Thank you, sir.
Y que ahora es el jefe de Ontel, la central de telecomunicaciones de
We're
Ontel.
not gonna follow past the barricades.
No, I was not planning on that. Yeah, if you do, just know you're risking it.
Desde ese entonces,